from the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Within 72 hours, as we feared, within 72 hours only or less of taking oath as a member of Parliament of the Indian Republic, the jailed Khalistani supporter Amritpal Singh has reaffirmed his undying commitment to a Khalistan state. This man who in the past has waged war against the country, made seditious remarks of calling for arms against the Indian state, and then justified the picking of arms against the Indian state. This man who laid siege and armed siege to a police station with his private and illegal army. And this man who has time and again threatened the sovereignty of India has done it once again with the quote-unquote legitimacy now of being a member of the Lok Sabha. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on here? What's going on? Are we going to watch this and do nothing? The constitution on which Amritpal put his hand on and probably solemnly affirmed to uphold India's integrity has been effectively torn apart by him tonight after his statement. Are we just going to sit and watch and do nothing, and all of this while the mascots of democracy, who use the constitution as a prop, as a marketing gimmick, people like Rahul Gandhi who do this with the constitution and use it for their political gains, stand as mute spectators of this violation of our democracy? Ladies and gentlemen, I had warned you when this man Amritpal filed for his nomination. I warned you when he won the elections. I warned you again when he was given bail to take oath, that the oath of such a person would have no meaning and be nothing but an absolute lie. The signs have always been there, but this time Amritpal has done it once again at the taxpayers' expense and of our parliament. And the fact that he is doing this so brazenly and we can't do anything about it is unacceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the show, I'll give you several reasons why Amritpal should be disqualified. That's debate number one tonight, viewers. That's debate number one this evening. And I appeal to anyone who has a conscience and who believes in this country to start an anti-Amritpal movement in this country. Debating two tonight, we have unfortunate deaths in Kathua. Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost lives and we have a big debate on that. Latest breaking news, we'll also go live to where the encounter has happened. 4 Jawans have been martyred. The Jaish-e-Mohammed's hand has surfaced. Pakistan is getting desperate. That's debate number 2 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I have a special broadcast at 9 o'clock tonight as the Prime Minister begins a historic official visit. And the largest networks of Russia and of Bharat, Russia Today and Republic are joining hands in this unprecedented global coverage. That's at 9 o'clock tonight. We'll live to our studios in Moscow tonight. And at 9:15, why I believe it's time for America to get real, because our foreign policy is in our hands. The Americans can take a walk. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the headlines. Start of the week this Monday evening on the debate tonight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi lands in Russia for the first time since 2019, where he will attend a dinner hosted by Russian President Vladimir Putin. The two heads of state are set to hold talks as Moscow gears up to host the historic 22nd annual India-Russia summit, which begins tomorrow. The largest news networks of Russia and India, Russia Today and the Republic Media Network, have come together for an unprecedented global broadcast of Narendra Modi's Moscow visit and his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin will hold in-person talks during the 22nd annual India-Russia summit. Issues of Indian nationals being dragged into the war likely to be discussed. And within 72 hours of being sworn in as a member of the Lok Sabha, Khalistani supporter Amritpal Singh is back to secessionist ways, says nothing wrong in dreaming of a Khalistani state. And ladies and gentlemen, a mere 72 hours have passed since Khalistani supporter, terrorist supporter Amritpal Singh took oath as a member of the Lok Sabha. Within this time, Amritpal has already violated his constitutional oath when he admonished his own mother who said that her son is not a Khalistani supporter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Amritpal has shown his true colors. The bigger question is, should this anti-national be allowed to continue for even a minute more as a member of parliament? Let's debate.
Are you also vouching for a separate state?
Yeah, that's the idea of Khalistan is, it's not separate state. Separatism is like, we were connected to someone. We were not connected. We were forcefully, taken into Indian nation by Britishers. There was no India before 1947. They established this country.
Amritpal Singh was sworn in recently as Member of Parliament from Khadur Sahib. His anti-India statement comes just 3 days after his swearing in. The Khalistani radical currently resides in Dibrugarh jail, facing serious charges under the National Security Act. His statement comes after his mother said that Amritpal does not represent Khalistan.
कोई कुछ भी कही जावे कोई खालिस्तानी समर्थक नहीं हैगा जिद्दां हुण पंजाब दे हक्कां दी गल करना अपनी पंजाब दी नौजवानी नूं बचाउणा कोई खालिस्तानी समर्थक हो जांदा बंदा ਉਹ ਤੇ ਸੰਵਿਧਾਨ ਦੇ ਦਾਇਰੇ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਚੋਣ ਲੜੀ ਹੁਣ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਸੰਵਿਧਾਨ ਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੰਵਿਧਾਨ ਦੀ ਸਹੁੰ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਆ ਸੰਵਿਧਾਨ ਦੇ ਦਾਇਰੇ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਚੋਣ ਲੜੀ ਆ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਇਹ ਵਾ ਵੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੰਮ ਹੈ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਤੇ ਮਸਲਾ ਉਠਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਨੌਜਵਾਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਹੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ
Within 24 hours, Amritpal Singh rebuffed his mother, even went on to admonish his family for saying that he was not a Khalistani supporter, saying that he will never compromise on a so-called Sikh state. This is not the first time Amritpal has made secessionist remarks.
No peace can be established without weapons. That's why every state have weapons. The police, we say the police is for peace. Why they have weapons? So weapons are not evil thing. If it's very evil, why don't the governments and the state and everybody, army, they just dismiss all the armies, all the weapons, dispose everything, and then ask us why do we have weapons?
Now that Amritpal has already violated his constitutional oath, does he deserve to sit in the Lok Sabha a minute longer? Is it time to disqualify Amritpal Singh?
So the situation is this, and Raman Malik, I want to start with you. You have a terrorist supporter, a Khalistani sympathizer who says within 2 days of swearing by the Constitution of India that I promise, he says, effectively to break the Indian state. And a person who says, Surinder Singh Lali, a person who says, I will break the Indian state, I do not believe in the borders and the sovereignty of India. I do not even believe in India or Bharat. We will all watch. You see, the people like Rahul Gandhi who do this to the Constitution as a marketing tool. They will say, no, let's not speak about Amritpal, let's just use this. Mohabbat ki dukaan isko kehte hain. Inki mohabbat ki dukaan. Akashdeep Muni is on the debate, Lokesh Jindal is on. I want to start with Surinder Singh Lali. Surinder Singh Lali, one minute. Surinder Singh Lali, is any political party in Punjab taking a position against this?
You know, Arnab, as a proud Indian Sikh, it pains me to see these fringe rogues now come into my parliament. You talk about political party, you have a gentleman for Aam Aadmi Party. They have still not done a press conference on their alleged accusation from Pannu that he gave them $16 million, and let this be for the record. So politicians are playing with this, and I think it's time that the Indian government takes cognizance with it because it's a border state and we could be playing with fire. These people who supposedly think that they are unshown here in no way understand Sikhism or the value Sikhism stands for or the sacrifices. Arnab, I want to thank you that you're allowing the likes of me, who have nothing to do with these Johnny, these trains who could be making these noises in America and Canada, under the bogey of free speech and peddling the wrong narrative and putting the likes of me, majority of Sikhs in North India, under the needle of suspicion. So I think these kind of Johnnies have no right. Can you imagine this gentleman is going to be sharing space with the likes of Sudha Murthy? So I think there is something that needs to be done. If the government doesn't do it, we, the civil society, the media, and I want to be a part of the narrative where I do not wish to see them in the sacred space of our parliament.
Well, I think it's incredible that people like you are speaking up, because I agree with you. These people who call themselves pro-Khalistani have no right to speak for all Sikhs. Sikhs are nationalists, Sikhs are patriots, Sikhs believe in this country, Sikhs have laid down their lives for the country. And the Sikh faith has always stood by what is right and against what is wrong. Sikh gurus have sacrificed their lives to defend their Hindu brethren. And I think it's so sorry and I feel so sad today that there isn't a national movement against this. Akashdeep Muni, what happened to the Chief Minister? Is he scared? Is Bhagwant Mann scared of taking on even Amritpal? Then he should quit. Law and order is under him. He's so scared. The other day we saw a group of Nihangs. They attack someone with swords. There are daylight killings and murder attempts happening on anyone who speaks up. I mean, what is this? Is Bhagwant Mann in any position to speak on Amritpal, or will he say, I'll pass the parcel on this?
Arnab, he was giving them gun licenses.
It's only Bhagwant Mann government who put Amritpal behind bars. It was not Bharatiya Janata Party and Shiromani Akali Dal government prior to that, and even not other governments, even not Congress government. It was Aam Aadmi Party government with three.
Firstly, that's wrong. Firstly, that's wrong.
No,
it was a joint operation. I'm sorry, he did nothing. Eventually, it was a joint operation that caught him. Please, anyway, come to the point. The man is saying...
I'm coming to the point. Let me come to the point now. Now, the point I want to make today is that...
Take it as breaking news, please.
At the center of power, it is very astonishing that the central government has allowed 3 prone terrorists to fight elections this time. From Khadur Sahib, Amritpal Singh fought and won. Not only... and then Sarabjit Singh, who is the son of... the assassin of late Indira Gandhi ji, won from Farid.
But give me one. No. 1 minute. Did you make us 1 minute? I want to know. Please let me focus on this, viewers, because you see, political parties are all hypocrites. They're saying, oh, it's so sad that the BJP allowed Amritpal, to fight the election. Did he fight on a BJP ticket? The question is not that. The question is this. Did Arvind Kejriwal... I am asking you, listen to me. I am asking you a question. People, viewers of Republic, nationalists, members of the Nationalist Collective, supporters of Republic, believers in Republic, believers in nationalism. I am asking you tonight. I am asking you tonight to the holy soil of this country. I am asking you tonight. If any one of us swears by the holy soil of Bharat and says, has any major political leader questioned this? Has Arvind Kejriwal spoken about it? Did Bhagwant Mann oppose it openly? Has Bhagwant Mann or Arvind Kejriwal made a single open statement against Amritpal? Or have they played
Now
safe.
listen to me.
This country will not become great if we play safe. I'm listening to you. I'm getting Raman Malik in. I'm getting Raman Malik in. I'm getting Raman Malik into the debate.
Arnab, I just need 2
I
minutes.
can't tolerate having this man in parliament. This
I
man
am
cannot
going
be
to
allowed
take
to
just 2
operate in
minutes
parliament.
to put everything in perspective.
Breaking news on this, please.
Just 2 minutes to put everything in
Only on
perspective.
this story.
First of all, please understand. Bhindranwala was erected by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Erected by Mrs. Indira Gandhi through Kamal Nath on a stipend. Please mark the point. Bhindranwala was erected by Indira Gandhi through Kamal Nath on a stipend. Second number point. SGPC never condemns any separatist. SGPC has
breaking news on this story.
Love for
everyone
separatism.
on.
SGPC does not come forward and say that separatism is not okay. Third, most important point, which has to be talked. They talk about 84 and yet they vote for Congress. Fourth major point, which has to be understood. The Honorable Supreme Court of India could suo moto say that yes, this person is a secessionist. He has no right to be in the parliament. But the Honorable Supreme Court remains quiet. And that, my dear friend,
then somebody has to take the matter to the Supreme Court. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, Raman, 1 minute. Raman Malik, I call you this. These matters. 1 minute. Sir, 1 minute. Akashdeep, chill. Okay. Viewers, here's the situation. Okay, 1 minute. Here's the situation. All political parties have gone scared. I'm not sparing the BJP also. Is the BJP on this panel tonight? No, there are pro-BJP voices. There is no BJP official voice. If every political party in this country wants to be safe vis-a-vis Amritpal, then I say, let a right-thinking citizen of this country go to the Supreme Court with a PIL. He or she will be heard. Let Justice Chandrachud decide, honorable courts decide, whether a man who has endangered the sovereignty of this country, violated Section 152,
Honorable Rashtrapati ji,
violated Section 152 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which deals with acts endangering the sovereignty and integrity of this country. Let someone go to the Supreme Court. Because this statement has been taken, Lokesh Jindal, 1 day after he was sworn in. One day. It's deliberate. It is deliberate. It is aimed at telling 1.4 billion people of this country, I will use your democracy to destroy it. And we are going to be this woke liberal, oh, let's not do anything, live and let live. It's all carry on. Sab log khush rehte hai, tolerate karo. Mohabbat ki dukaan, soft state. है ना? Lokesh?
For this, it's going to be election commission. Arnab, if you look at the present constitutional provisions, it is the election commission that will have to take the due cognizance, because prior to 1st of July, it was section 153A, for which he was accused and he was under trial also. And if you look at Article 102 along with Article 103, it is for the election commission to look into the matter, and the president, after taking the opinion of the election commission, would be taking a call with respect to disqualification of Amritpal Singh.
The point is the Honorable Supreme Court jumps into issues suo moto. Why can't they come right now? Enter this issue. The Honorable Supreme Court has
very
the
major
power
matter
to
tonight.
This issue.
Breaking
Suo
news.
moto.
Amritpal, the breaking news has to appropriately say, 1 minute, our breaking news sticker should be corrected. The breaking news sticker should be corrected of Republic. It should say, Amritpal violates his oath as Lok Sabha MP by declaring allegiance to Khalistani state. That is what it should say. The debate is on whether he should be disqualified. I'm shocked at this, Surinder Singh Lalli. Everybody is passing the buck. Supreme Court, Election Commission, Speaker. Nobody wants to do anything, you know.
Arnab, look at the irony and the hypocrisy. On one hand, they're hiding behind the Election Commission, and if that was to take a decision, then this is Samvidhan Khatre mein hai. So they need to decide which side of the fence they're sitting on. I mean, whatever.
But what about Om Birla? He's the Lok Sabha Speaker. Can't he decide this? 1 minute. Mr. Lalli, today, if you have pledged your allegiance to a foreign state, even if it's an imaginary state, which will never happen, it is a violation of Article 1021D of the Constitution of India, which deals with the grounds of disqualification as membership. Why can't Speaker Om Birla decide on this? Let the Speaker decide.
No, the
And I
speaker is
think
not
we have every
entitled.
reason
The
to
speaker
decide
can only
in
decide in anti-defection law.
to do so, because within 24
All
hours,
other provisions are to be dealt as per
Arnab,
Article
this has to
103
be
of the
decided by the
Constitution, which
Honorable
requires the Election
Rashtrapati Ji.
Commission to give opinion when
Or
the
the Honorable
President
Supreme Court
asks
Chief
the Election
Justice.
Commission for. And even the opinion of Election Commission is binding upon the President.
So,
So
why,
if you
what are we doing?
are talking about the
Sir, he's called
disqualification
for a
with respect to
separate...
Article
Sir,
102
what are
clause
we
D.
doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing
We are-
here? What are we
we are
doing here? What? I'm
discussing
sorry.
the procedural-
I'm sorry. What are we doing here? On the one hand, we have the Prime Minister of India in Moscow today. The whole world is looking at the leadership of India, the possibility that Narendra Modi will play a role in resolving the Ukraine conflict. What are we doing here? A man who's an MP has called for a separate Sikh state. He has said he has called for violence. He has violated his oath. And Ramnik Man, we are playing passing the parcel on Republic.
Arnab, but it is a precedent. Simranjit Singh Mann continued saying it and we tolerated it. The Punjab government tolerated it. The Union government tolerated it.
Simranjit Singh Mann.
It is not about only Amritpal. It is about Engineer Rashid in Kashmir. It is about Simranjit Singh Mann in Punjab. It is about Sarabjit Singh, and it is
And
also about
OAC
Amritpal and nine other
calling
people
for Jai Palestine.
who asked for Khalistan, and they were allowed to fight an election on an Indian ticket.
Who's allowing it?
After fighting an election, now they are asking for Khalistan. Who allowed them to be fighting for an election? It is the central government who has allowed. Previously also there have been many instances where the central government has stopped these type of goons and terrorists to fight elections, not only in Kashmir but also in Punjab. After 1984 also it happened. But this time under the eye of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, it is happening that terrorists are getting tickets and terrorists are fighting elections, terrorists are winning with the maximum number of votes in Punjab, and today a terrorist has gone to the parliament.
So why are we complaining? Throw him out. Throw him out. Throw him out, I say. Throw him out. We want to be a strong state. We want to be a state that is intolerant to people who are treasonous and disloyal to the country. And if people are disloyal to the country, I cannot have them as MPs. Let there be a public campaign on this. I'm sorry, Surinder Singh Laliji. I'm convinced that no political party will touch this issue because all political parties are soft on these fringe elements.
Yeah, because if they want votes, end of the day, they
want votes.
negotiate the interest of the nation at the cost of, and Punjab, Arnab, there is no rocket science to know the way Punjab has been disturbed. Punjab is a border state, China controls
Next debate.
Pakistan's proxy, and Punjab already has a drug problem, so there is so much happening in Punjab.
I need it fast.
We're playing with fire. I mean, this could be fire because of the drug issue and other unemployed people. There could be a fertile ground for another, the Punjab problem to happen. I don't know why nobody's smelling the coffee here.
Arnab, I want to make a point here. I mean, a speaker before me said that the Punjab problem was the outcome of Congress. Sir, you are so ill-informed. If you're talking of Sant Jarnail Singh Bidranwale, he was given the baton.
So please let me tell you, he was built up by Indira Gandhi. No, please don't fool yourself. He was built up by Indira Gandhi.
He was not a
That was the biggest mistake. It was the biggest mistake of Indira Gandhi was to build up Bidranwale as some kind of a strategic asset. Please, sir, everybody knows it.
Kamalnath used to pay, and he gave it was Harmandir Sahab,
which was involved very much
of Babbar Khalsa. He did not came because of Golden Temple because of any other thing. He came because he was scared of Babbar Khalsa. वो वहाँ के छुपा था, वो बब्बर खालसा से डर के छुपा था.
You remember?
What about the role of Shiromani Akali Dal?
Shiromani Akali Dal and Bharatiya Janata Party.
Why are you simply giving it a clean chit?
Shiromani
And that very Shiromani Akali Dal was your alliance
are
partner.
equally responsible for this menace.
No, so Shiromani Akali Dal was your alliance partner.
They are equally
If you are talking about the nationalist agenda, if you are so much particular about nationalist sentiment,
No, I think that-
why did you form an alliance with Shiromani Akali Dal?
Gurus came from Punjabi Khatri families, and today Punjabi Khatris do not have a say in the SGPC. It is one particular community.
I think it is one of those moments I'll tell you this. The man is actually a coward, Amritpal. You can see his cowardice. We sent a reporter once when he was coming out of the
He's
private
not a
army.
proper Sikh.
He was coming out of the Golden Temple. We asked him a question and he started abusing the Indian state. He said India does not exist. It's a British creation. It was never there. I don't believe in India. And he swore to break the state. And he's a devious man. He is an asset of Pakistan. And I think we've been too tolerant with him. And viewers, I know a lot of you are calling tonight. I'm going to keep up the pressure on this. And I want you to remember, when no political party takes a stand, when all political parties, Surinder Singh Lalli, I don't want to say something, I'm coming to you, but I remind you viewers, when all political parties fail, it is only and only Republic which puts the pressure in the right direction. Surinder Singh Lalli, last word to you tonight.
Arnab, France, Belgium, Sweden,
Canada.
They also, Canada, I mean, Canada's still more active a player, but under vokery, these people didn't make the right noises, and there was riots yesterday in Paris when the result came out. When the projections came out.
But that is.
I think these are three case studies that we can learn from.
There are enough case studies, Mr. Lalli. I'll tell you this: in Canada, where these Khalistanis get support from, if you make threats to the Canadian state, you will be expelled within seconds from Parliament. This is Section 18 of the Constitution Act 1867. And it's also in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom and Canada allow these Khalistanis. They would never allow it, Mr. Lalli, on their own soil against their own country.
Arnab, allow me to give you another unscientific case study. Pannu makes an open threat to Air India. Air India is a star alliance with 25 or 26 airlines in it, in which you have, American Airlines too. Why is the American state quiet on it? Because there is a court said there could be Americans, Canadians, Singapore Airlines, Air Canada. They're traveling on it. I mean, if I was to even move in a devious manner...
Sir, 31 senators, Ms. Surinder ji, we need to think, what are we becoming? We want to be a strong state. Political parties are failing us. BJP should speak up on it. BJP should have a full press conference on this. In America, 31 senators have been kicked out when they have been treasonous and disloyal to the country. The whole country is watching tonight how political parties are failing us on Amritpal.